Hey folks, this is Tony Aguilar, and on my recent visit to Calgary, Alberta, I was recommended to stop by this hobby store called the Sentry Box. And this is just kind of a quick review of what I saw here, and honestly I wasn't very impressed, but I'm going to actually go to the good stuff first. And this is a whole second floor that is all historicals. There is all kinds of stuff that I have not seen in a hobby store. Windows of War stuff here, micro armor, micronauts, all kinds of stuff that I hadn't seen. 15 millimeter figures from minifigs, all kinds of stuff. Here's other 15 millimeter stuff, and just stuff I had never seen in the States in probably since the 1990s. Just a huge amount of stuff. Even stuff from 20 millimeter things, 1/72 scale plastic figures, magazines, out of print books, out of print games, a fair amount of 1/72 scale stuff, Osprey books galore. This is just kind of I just kind of went through here, and I wanted to make sure that people knew about this place. If you're in the area, you definitely need to stop by and take a look at this. Pretty much, look, just books galore, all kinds of stuff, things that are out of print. I was just really amazed. This entire floor is actually in the back, but I wanted to, this is my main area of interest. I want to make sure that people, that we got to this forest before we lost anybody. It does have the standard Games Workshop things downstairs, but this historical area is just huge. Something akin to maybe you'd see in Historicon. Look, WRG stuff, DBA, old copy of A Face of Battle. They even carried that, the rules that I use for 20 millimeter World War II. Just all kinds of bookcase games. And believe it or not, a lot of this stuff was in really good shape, and not meaning it wasn't dusty. It wasn't in some warehouse in the back somewhere that it was just forgotten about. Just all kinds of bookcase games, pretty much anything you wanted here. I'm gonna do a separate video on what I actually picked up, which, you know, I spent probably 2 or 3 hours in this store, and pretty much all on this floor up here, just kind of perusing. I sent the girls back to the hotel, and I'm like, I'm gonna be a while here, and I tried to look through every nook and cranny that I could, but all kinds of stuff up here. You know, Flames of War stuff, just pretty much a huge assortment of historical things, which, like I said, I haven't seen this amount of stuff since the 1990s, especially if you're talking about stuff like the 15 millimeter things, micronauts, GHQ stuff, things like that. Okay, so this is the part of the floor where you actually walk into the store. This is the top level. I'm not sure if this is the main entrance, but this is where I parked that you saw at the beginning of the video, and you see the overhang here. This doesn't even include the historical stuff. The historical stuff would be up there towards the right and the back, up another staircase. That staircase you see back there, that's for the historical part. But walking down here, you see they've got lots of paints, all kinds of different brands that they have. I didn't want to get any paints because, well, I don't need any, and I need to go through the airline, so that's always a little tricky. But they have a huge selection, lots of Games Workshop type stuff, Warlord games, things. Most of this stuff down here is 28 millimeter things, I would say, but they have, you know, all of the popular rule systems. They have all this stuff on there. I told these guys in the store I was actually going to film a video, so they didn't wonder what the hell I was doing. But I told them I was really impressed, and I don't think there's anything this selection on this kind of a store this side of Britain. It is pretty impressive. You know, they even have the book there by the Terrain Tutor, who put out a book. They had a copy, they had several copies of that. And, you know, old games that are out of print there from Games Workshop. So, you know, I don't think any of the stuff was used. They just happen to have, you know, old copies of things that, you know, may be what you're looking for. Just amazing, just absolutely amazing. This is actually what I filmed when I came in first. I looked at this stuff, and I'm like, all right, this is just going to be a typical game store that has, I mean, it's impressive, but it's a lot of stuff that I'm not particularly interested in because I'm just doing historicals. And not only am I just doing historicals, I'm doing a very small niche 1/72nd scale, which is not the most popular these days. But they did have lots of stuff for bolt action and things like that. They got board games as well, not necessarily anything that's conquest and military type stuff, just a selection of board games. Walking around here through the back, it's just, I try to do just kind of a short video. They've got books back here, all kinds of different things. You literally could probably spend an entire weekend there and not see everything. It's very impressive. It's all in really good shape too. It's not some dusty dungeon that you end up having to put moisturizer on your hands after soaking up all the dust. It's actually really well maintained, and like I said, I was really impressed in everything they had going on here. We got role-playing games, that kind of thing. Not my thing, but I just figured some of you guys might be interested in that kind of stuff. And this is really a huge space. And like I said, I thought this was all it was going to be, and I still would have probably done the video and gone, man, this is a really impressive place, but there's nothing for historical fans like myself here, in the 15 millimeter 1/72nd scale kind of stuff. But that's all tucked away upstairs. It's literally, the room is directly above me right now. Okay, so that's it. Just kind of wanted to do a little video here. If you're in the area, definitely check out Sentry Box Games. And this is just kind of an inkling of what they have. They probably have something there for you, or pretty much anything.